40 seconds.
Stable at step 3.
T-minus 30 seconds and counting.
28.
ACS reduced for launch.
Roger.
25.
Status check.
Go Atlas. Go Centaur.
Go goes R.
15 seconds and counting. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of NOAA's GOES-R, America's most advanced weather eye in the sky, elevating environmental intelligence to new heights and saving lives.
Use non-close-up control. Engine response looks good. Now flying the zero angle attack phase of flight. Body rates look good. Booster has throttled down as scheduled. Response looks good. Roll program is complete. Body rates controlling down the middle.
Listening to the voice of Marty Malinowski.
Mach 1.
Standing by to test for max Q. This is the maximum aerodynamic pressure area, when mechanical stress on the rocket reaches its peak because of the rocket's velocity and resistance created by the atmosphere. NASA's Atlas V
Booster has begun throttling back up.
and
Response looks good.
GOES-R spacecraft continue into flight. The United Launch Alliance Atlas booster doing its job. One minute, 50 seconds into flight, the first two solid rocket boosters will be jettisoned, followed about a second and a half later by boosters 3 and 4.
Coming up on SRP jettison, and we have the first pair and the second pair. Looks like a good separation. Now flying
Away from jettison of the payload fairing, which has protected NOAA's GOES-R during its flight through the atmosphere.
and we have begun throttling to 2.5 Gs in preparation for payload fairing jettison. Booster engine signatures look good. And we have payload fairing jettison. Looks like a good jettison.
3 minutes, 42 seconds into flight.
And we have throttled back up. Next, approaching our 4.6 G constant throttle. And we have begun to throttle. Boost phase cooldown is underway.
About 30 seconds away from booster engine cutoff. Standing by for booster engine cutoff.
And we have BECO. Engine shutdown looks good.
Standing by in about 6 seconds for the Centaur's second stage to separate from the booster.
We have indication of AC set.
Good separation.
Locks restart underway. GNT purge firing is as well. And we have ignition and full thrust on the RL-10.
This Centaur's single RL-10C engine burn, producing 22,900 pounds of thrust, will burn for just under 8 minutes.
And this is our RCS thermal conditioning firings.
OSM, go ahead.
Adjust security roadblocks for pad access control.
Roger.
Readiness poll for pad.
RL-10 performance looks good. Chamber pressures, fuel injectors, fuel venturi pressure. Box pump discharge, all within band.
Ready.
Atlas pneumatics.
Ready.
Centaur propulsion.
Ready.
Centaur pneumatics.
Ready.
OSM.
Centaur PU is now in closed loop operation, except it is still requesting a slightly oxidizer-rich condition. We do have indication of the booster stage performance at this point, slightly above nominal. RCS line temperatures continue to warm towards bottle temperatures. RL-10 performance continues to look good. Tank pressures are stable. Sport bottle pressures look good. And our body rates continue to look good, controlling down the middle. Current altitude 139 miles, downrange distance 888 miles, current velocity 14,209 miles per hour. Coming up on the format change. And we did have a slight dropout in data, but data has resumed. All signatures look good. Centaur continues to look like it's making good progress down the middle of the range track. Current altitude 147 miles, downrange distance 1133, current velocity 14,715.
Looking at a live track of the Atlas Centaur GOES-R rocket as they transit across the Atlantic Ocean. The Centaur is powering the GOES-R satellite.
Controlling near nominal MR.
This flight will continue on for more than 3 hours as the Centaur engine will have a total of 3 burns before spacecraft separation later tonight.
Looks good. Body rates are still controlling down the middle. Centaur currently is flying at an altitude of 150 miles, downrange distance 1,389, current velocity 15,290 miles per hour.
Just a little more than 3 minutes remaining in this first of 3 Centaur burns.
Hydrazine line temperatures have warmed to bottle temperatures. That system looks very good. Still seeing our normal thermal conditioning firings. And Centaur PU is now controlling near nominal, having worked off the excess oxidizer.
Ten minutes after liftoff, you're listening to the voice of Marty Malinowski describe the progress of Centaur.
All systems are operating well. Approximately 2 minutes remain in this first burn. Centaur PU continues to control near nominal. Engine response looks good. Chamber pressures, LOX pump discharge, and fuel venturi all within band. Body rates controlling down the middle. LOX and fuel tank pressures are stable. Storage bottle pressures are good. Batteries are as well.
Managers overseeing the launch and flight, keeping track of the progress. Standing by for the first main engine cutoff of Centaur in a little bit under a minute.
Continues to make good progress downrange. And we have ID vanish. Centaur is now orbital. And we have MECO. Looks like a good shutdown. 4S motors around. CRDs have been safed.
"12 minutes, 39 seconds after launch, a good main engine cutoff. Another Centaur burn will follow after about a 9.5 minute coast period.
Seek.
Forty seconds. Stable at step 3.
T-minus 30 seconds and counting.
28,
ECS reduced for launch. Roger.
25,
Status check.
go Atlas,
Go Centaur. Go goes R.
15 seconds and counting. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of NOAA's GOES-R, America's most advanced weather eye in the sky, elevating environmental intelligence to new heights and saving lives.
Neo's got close-up control. Engine response looks good. Now flying the zero angle attack phase of flight. Fire rates look good. Booster has throttled down as scheduled. Response looks good. Roll program is complete. Fire rates controlling down the middle.
Listening to the voice of Marty Malinowski.
Mach 1.
Standing by to pass
Max
through
Q.
max Q. This is the maximum aerodynamic pressure area when mechanical stress on the rocket reaches its peak because of the rocket's velocity.
40 seconds,
Stable at step 3.
T-minus 30 seconds and counting.
28,
ECS reduced for launch. Roger.
25,
Status check.
go Atlas,
Go Centaur. Go goes R.
15 seconds and counting. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of NOAA's GOES-R, America's most advanced weather eye in the sky, elevating environmental intelligence to new heights and saving lives.
Neo's got close-up control. Engine response looks good. Now flying the zero angle attack phase of flight. Fire rates look good. Booster has throttled down as scheduled. Response looks good. Roll program is complete. Fire rates controlling down the middle.
Listening to the voice of Marty Malinowski.
Mach 1.
Standing by to pass
Max
through
Q.
max Q. This is the maximum aerodynamic pressure area when mechanical stress on the rocket reaches its peak because of the rocket's velocity and resistance created by the atmosphere. NASA's Atlas V
Booster has begun throttling back up.
And
engine response looks good.
GOES-R spacecraft continue into flight. The United Launch Alliance Atlas